Okay, well, hello everybody. I am out here on a rainy day, but I'm under a porch, so it's fine. Now, some of y'all will remember. Guess it's been 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. I can't remember, but I come out and I mounted a drill onto this hoist to help at this house. See that there is a long way from here to the ground, and you have a lot of steps that you have to go up to get up here, and carrying groceries up here is a pretty good bit of work. So this device right here was put in to make it easier to lift the groceries up, and you put them in this basket right here, and used to you would crank with a boat winch. Basically, you would crank the basket up, get your groceries out and take them in, and then crank it back down, and it was a lot of work. So I added a drill onto it. Since this whole outfit was already here, I just added the drill on. Well, now after this drill running for a while on it, see if I can show you. One of the problems is the fact that this winch is meant to be used occasionally to pull a boat out of the water, basically, and it's not made to be used to go this distance. You can see how far down it is, and you can see when you turn the drill on, the drill is turning fine, but the gear down here is slipping because there's a bushing inside here that's worn out. Now, I could just replace the boat winch again, and that would be the quickest and easiest thing to do because it's already set up for it. All I'd have to do is change out the boat winch and use the same drill and everything. But the problem is, in a couple of years, this will be wore out again, and you have to go through the whole thing all over. So I got something else to replace this whole thing with. Okay, so what I ended up picking up is this. It is a electric hoist, which is probably something like what I should have done in the first place, but the drill was a lot cheaper and everything was already set up. Now that I see how the parts wear out quickly with that design, it needs an upgrade. This is the upgrade. Now all we got to do is put this on there, and I'm going to try it out, and depending on how it works, I'll get rid of all the other stuff that's on there and simplify it, and they'll be back in business. So let's see what we can get done. So this comes with 2 of these little clips like this, or clamps, whatever you want to call them. And let me get rid of this basket. Okay. These will go over about like this, and they barely fit. It's close. Okay, so what I did, I had to put these brackets over top of this pole, which is just a little too big for them to fit, but A hammer would have been the proper tool to bring, but I didn't bring one. So I took those and kind of bent this down, bent these a little to make them conform to that, and there it is. Now also on this bottom part I had to remove the pin out of here, and this goes in there to hold the whole thing up. So now let's just put that back on, and I think we're about ready to give it a try. Anyway, now okay, so then and you know, you get your groceries out, or here's a grill that was sitting out here. So we put that in there, swing it out over the edge like this, take our button, push it, that's a whole lot better. Now I just need to make sure it reaches with plenty of room. There it is. Then push the button and the basket comes up like magic. Well, I got to take all this stuff off, but yeah, I've got that mounted on.
Okay.
And it
take off now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Nice.
Smoother and quieter than the other one too.
Yeah.
And you can try it. You can this is up on this side, okay, down on this side. Okay. It's just a weatherproof cover.
So it's like the top, like it says. This one's at the top. That's up.
Right. I can. Yep.
Okay. And then down. Yeah. Very nice.
It's better than the other one, isn't it?
Yeah. As long as my thumb works. Yeah. That's nice. I'm going to see what happens here.
It stops.
Very good. It stops. Just
yep. And this whole contraption should just come out of the way. Preferably without smashing fingers. Too late for that, I guess. Alright, now this stuff. So the drill itself, I have one of these clamps on it. Basically that's all that holds it. That way the drill can be easily replaced. This time it is being completely replaced though. Okay, now you can really see how badly this thing was worn. Yeah, it was shot. This is pretty much the finished product. Okay, if anybody was to want to build this same thing to lift anything up onto your porch or wherever you're wanting to lift something, this part right here actually is a pickup truck crane from Harbor Freight. It's supposed to have a jack right here to jack it up and down with, and then the boat winch came on it. And this, of course, is just the electric hoist. I'll put a link to both of them in the description. I don't get anything for if anybody buys anything from Harbor Freight, but just to help you out in case somebody wants to build this same setup, that's all you have to have is a truck crane and the electric hoist from Harbor Freight. Now I'm going to load the stuff I brought up in here to take it back down. My tools and stuff. Box of trash. Which is pretty heavy. Swing the whole thing around. Okay. And then what is rubbing on that thing? All right, pull this in a little so it's out of the rain, which my tools are now in the rain along with my camera. Probably not good. All right, so got it all working. Tried it out. It does a pretty good job. I may come back out, put some paint where I grinded the pieces off so that it doesn't rust. But other than that, it's going. Now, one thing that I would like to address, and I may come back and do something about the angle. This winch or hoist is designed to sit like straight across like this, and it is sitting up like this. So as the cable is winding up, it's all getting wound up on this side. As far as it really hurting anything for this application, I don't see it really causing any damage to it. I mean, after a while the cable might start to fray. So what I'm wanting to do is try to make a way to level this out, maybe add another piece of metal or something, or maybe cut this one and put it at an angle, because it really needs to have more of a, it needs to work at more of a level instead of at an angle. So that'll be the next part, but I think for what it is, it works really good, and I think they're happy with it, so that's the main part. If that does give us any problems, then there may be another video showing how I correct that. But anyway, I guess that's probably about going to do it for this video. Little rainy day. You can see the rain. May be able to see the rain falling in the background, but still found something to do. I guess that'll about do it. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.